Most recently, he was brought in as part of a big case on stolen auto parts. It's this big chop shop thing that's going on in Santa Monica. Been in the paper.
Okay, so above the pawn shop, right?
That's right. Mary Ann Murrieta. In them crappy places above the pawn shop. Find out where the hell Muddy is, where is he going, whatever. But be careful. You're not licensed, and if anything bad goes down, I don't know you. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
All right. Come back when you got some info. Thanks in advance.
Okay, I'll let you know as soon as I find out something. Okay, so we can head on out. So we just got a new quest from Arthur to go find Muddy. Mike Durbin, whatever you want to call him. But first we're going to go to the asylum and... holy crap, that was like really loud. Okay. Isolated chocolate. Okay, see, I'm already there. I'm already singing the song. Okay. Bow. Bow. Okay. Go on up. So whoever's there, we're gonna tell him that the quest is done. Okay.
You. What were you thinking?
The
The museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
But
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
I didn't do it, I swear.
Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
I swear I didn't do it. I even brought you the item from the ocean house here.
Excellent. I'll take that. However, Jeanette claimed you did it for her. But let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yes.
There's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
And how do I do that?
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
Why don't you just stake the crazy bitch so this never happens again? I'll go. Then the feud is off?
I want to see my sister. Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
Fine. Okay, guys. We're gonna go to the diner and try to convince Jeanette that everything is peachy. Have to try to be isolated. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, calm down. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. All right. This very quickly becomes a... Yeah, see, they can't even, like... They can't even see me, so...
I know you're out here.
Yeah, I know, I'm sure you do. You don't even see him. What the heck? dead, mother truckers. What you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do nothing. Kick your ass. Well, they couldn't even see me, so.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tunnel business. She's crazy! Help!
Okay, well. I know everything that's happening, guys. I'm just kind of reacting along with you in case you've never played the game before. But sometimes, depending on how you play the game, kind of determines what specifically happens. So sometimes Jeanette says, "Oh, Therese tried to kill you," blah blah blah. It all depends on who you side with sometimes, and who you seem to cater to more. Reflecting, I mean, it reflects on your dialogue and stuff like that. So since we didn't really flirt with Jeanette, the computer thinks, you know, we're like on Therese's side and whatever. So I'm gonna get out of here and come in. Please don't tell me you're stuck. Hello. Damn. No. Don't tell me that. I might have to reload. So sorry about that. I think it just glitched on me. So, we're just gonna check the log and see where we're at. Okay, so we just came out of the alright, so let's try that again. Glitchy glitches are glitchy glitchy. Thank you.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
So what you want to do is try to save them both. That'll benefit you the most. That's all I can really tell you. Killing either one of them does not help the game at all, and in fact they stay mad at you. So why are you both fighting?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Both of you, stop.
Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up!
Stop it right now, both of you.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, You've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
All right. If you both want to continue to exist, you're going to have to live with each other.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Both of you have been working against the other. Together, you'd be a power.
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
That's all in the past. Forget about it.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
No matter what happened, you two need each other to move on.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Think how powerful you could be. Think how powerful you could both be if you worked together.
Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Therese let Jeanette have more responsibility.
More responsibility? So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Jeanette, stop sabotaging your sister's plans.
But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
If you'll call a truce and run this place equally, there's no need to kill each other.
If she would stop treating me like a child. If she would start behaving like a rational adult.
You both must have gotten along at one time.
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
You don't really want to kill each other, do you?
I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
Give me the gun, Therese.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince, and keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
So, Jeanette and Therese are the same person! Basically, what I guess it's sort of understood is that Therese was the original personality and her father would sexually molest her and things like that, and so she created Jeanette to escape from it. So there's that. Okay, so we're gonna go up to our apartment, and also Muddy Mike Durbin lives up there. Go. So we'll kill two birds with one stone. I really want to get all of the little quests out of the way so that we can move on with the big quest, which is the warehouse that we have to blow up. Yeah, we have to build a warehouse, which is why we have to go see Bertram. So, yep. So the doctor probably dropped off the cash, and he did. It's $150. Come on right up here. So this is the key, spare key to this apartment. We already have the key for it. So...
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta hit downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts.
Oops, I'm sorry.
2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
I got a Peepin' Tom book. Who doesn't want that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if, I don't know where it is, to be honest. Oh, it's beneath my abilities. Drop! Okay. Okay, so that's done. I think I have everything that I need now, though. Okay, cool. Go ahead and head to our apartment here. Check our mail. We have an email. Yay! A favor. It has come to our attention that a vial of werewolf blood has made it into the hands of the local tabloid, that they have sent it to the clinic in Santa Monica for testing. The responsible party has been dealt with, most painfully I assure you, but for obvious reasons, we can't have anyone testing the blood. Please retrieve the blood sample from the clinic and leave it in your mailbox. You will be compensated accordingly. Okay. So we just need to pick that one up here. So we'll go ahead and go to the clinic and take care of that. I think we'll still be able to go back there. Pretty positive. Yes. Good. Okay, so we basically have to go upstairs. So we'll go back here and go upstairs. Upstairs is all that good stuff. Is there a camera in here that's seeing me? What the hell?
Dr. Buckman, Sal, the operator. Dr. Buckman, Sal, the operator.
There is a cop in here that's keeping an eye on the place. I don't know where he is, though.
This area is for hospital staff only.
You're much too handsome to be working in a place like this.
Miss?
So he'll be weak.
Did you hear me? This is a restricted area. Now leave, or I will use force.
Dr. Buckman, Sal, the operator. Dr. Buckman, Sal, the operator. Dr. Buckman, Sal, the operator.
So I'm going to pretend to